Let's do a page. Today I'm going to be working on a Bobbie Goods printable. This can be found on the Bobbie Goods website. I definitely want to start with the pond. I want it to be very relaxed. I'm going to start with frost blue for a kind of wash of colour. I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog's dreaming at the moment. I've decided randomly that I want to do a rainbow because I've never included a rainbow in any of my pages, so I'm starting with rose red. I just really want this page to be really pretty and summery. I know that rainbows only come with rain, but we'll decide if I'm going to do rain later. That yellow shade was sunflower and this is horseradish. And this is turquoise blue. I'm going to do frost blue again for the sky. And I'm blending that into robin's egg blue. Okay, I'm gonna start going around the parts that I want to be darker in the water with sky blue. I'm just going over that with frost blue again. I'm going to start adding some movement to the water with pale blue. This is Horizon Green. And this is Turquoise Blue. Now I'm using two of my grabby jewel tip markers. These are acrylics. I'm using 618, which is a very light blue. And this is 683. I'm trying something different with this page. Usually for my greens I use very yellow toned greens, more like realistic colours for grass and leaves and stuff, but I think today I'm gonna use more cartoony greens is how I probably describe these, but I want to see how that looks because I kind of just want this to be a really fun bright page. For this bush I'm gonna start with green shadow. Blending that into leaf green. This is glass green. This is vivid green. I'm just going to start adding my little leaf detail. This is glass green. And this is leaf green. I'm jumping about the page a little bit, but I'm going to do the flowers next, and I'm just going to use the same tones I used for the rainbow to try and tie in some colours. I'm using rose red and coral red. And this is sunflower and lemon yellow. I'm going to use turquoise blue and horizon green. This is cornflower blue, and then I'm going to use lavender mist. I'm going to do the same colours for these bushes that I did up here. And again, I'm going to use those same colours for the grass. I'm starting with the lighter shades in the lightest areas, or the areas that I want to be lightest. I don't really know, I just guess. I'm going to use my darkest shade, which is vivid green, to just start adding some brush strokes for the grass. I'll use like a shade darker for each area for the grass blades. I'm using vivid green and grass green for this plant. I'm going to do the same for this plant. I'm going to use ocean green and leaf green for these other plants. I'm making these little lily pads. Is that what they're called? I'm using leaf green. And now I'm using glass green. So for the tree trunks, I'm going to use mahogany on the darkest areas first. I'm going to go over that with raw umber and then continue the raw umber onto the slightly lighter parts. And potato brown. For the rocks, I'm gonna go over the entire things with Cool Grey 2. I'm gonna use Cool Grey 5. No, Neutral Grey 5, sorry. For some shadows. And Neutral Grey 7. This is potato brown. This is chamois. And this is dark suntan. I'm using lemon yellow and melon yellow for these little ducklings. And then I think I want to make that a mallard. This is peacock green. And this is Cocoa Brown. And this is Red Grey 3. This is Antique Fuchsia. And pink. I want a pink butterfly and a blue butterfly, so I'm using Sakura pink and light hot pink, and I'm leaving the outside. Robin's egg blue and frost blue. This is bud green and yellow green. I'm using vermilion for this hat. This is viola. And dark violet light. This is yellow dahlia. I'm using an assortment of different browns. That was Caribbean Cocoa. This is Chamois. I just used Warm Grey 3 for the shadows on that dog, and I don't love it. I'm just going to add some highlights now. Okay, here's my finished Bobbie Goods Duck Pond printable page. I love it. It's the exact vibe that I wanted it to be. I really like that I chose different shades for the grass. I was a little bit worried that I would regret it, but I definitely don't.